Good evening and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council passes vote on account for the first quarter of 2025 amounting to rupees 34.44 crore. Jayanta Hills Autonomous District Council passes a deficit budget of rupees 11.32 crore for 2025-2026. And VPP suspends North Shillong MLA Adelbert Nongrum and 4 other leaders for anti-party activity. The news in detail. The Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC passed the vote on account for the first quarter of 2025 amounting to rupees 34.44 crore. This ensures the timely payment of departmental expenses and salaries of council members, officers and staff. Executive member Seiborlang Warba presented the motion, stating it would help manage essential expenditures while the council plans for the full budget. He also highlighted that the executive committee is focused on improving revenue collection and minimizing unnecessary cost.
Unnecessary expenditure.
KHADC Executive Member Powell Soklet responded to opposition concerns regarding the lack of an official map for the council. He assured the House that the Executive Committee would review the proposal. The council's current boundaries are based on documents from local himas, ilakas and village darbars. Opposition leader Tita Starwell Khan reminded that the council had set up a boundary committee to address these concerns. Soklet emphasized that creating an official map would be a priority for the committee. The Jayanta Hills Autonomous District Council JHADC concluded its budget session by passing a deficit budget of rupees 11.32 crore for 2025-2026. Chief Executive Member CEM Thombor Shiwat presented the budget, which reflects estimated receipts of rupees 245.90 crore against estimated expenditures of rupees 257.23 crore. The opposition raised concerns, but the budget was passed after debates and motions. Waila Dameshwa Siangshai was also elected unopposed as the deputy chairman.
On the recommendation of the Chief Executive Member, I beg to move an amount not exceeding rupees 28,200 be granted to the member that immigration service includes of payment during the years ending at March 2026 for administration of grant number 1, General Administration Department.
The Voice of the People Party has suspended its sitting legislator from North Shillong Adelbert Nongrum, along with 4 other leaders, Snarbor Lalu, MT Jamir, Wilstone Soshang and Rich in Business Marwin, citing anti-party activities. In a letter to Nongrum, VPP Vice President Dr. Kara H. Shen referred to a show cause notice issued to him and stated that the party had carefully examined his response. The VPP further noted that Nongrum's approach in responding to the notice reflected defiance of party discipline and principles, which could not be overlooked. Nongrum had joined the party just weeks before the 2023 Assembly elections and is one of only 4 VPP legislators. He, however, was reportedly disappointed after the party did not support his recommendations for MDC candidates in the Maukar, Pinthor, Umkra and Jayao seats for the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC election. The Meghalaya government is set to introduce QR code technology on all liquor bottles sold in the state to ensure transparent tracking from manufacturing to consumption. Commissioner Matsyodor War Nongbri announced that this would provide end-to-end monitoring of liquor distribution and improve accountability. Nongbri further stated that district officers would receive specialized training to manage the new system. The QR code system will cover all areas involved, from bottling plants to retail shops.
Because we already have the system that has been approved, and the organization that's going to take up this, who has won the tender, and will be taking up, they'll be having their people in place in each of the districts and in all the areas. This will not take time. We already have our officers and our constable up to the constable level, etc. in our different we have our officers in our bonded warehouses, etc. So we are looking at the possibility of rolling out by, this is April, May, by June.
Okay.
Yeah, that means within the 60 days we are looking at rolling out.
The Central Institute of Educational Training CIET under NCERT hosted a 3-day All India Children's Educational E-Content competition at Neri, Umyam. Over 700 entries were submitted showcasing creativity and innovation in educational content across various media formats. Dr. Amendara P. Behera, the Joint Director of CIET, emphasized the importance of such initiatives for enhancing digital education. The competition aimed to encourage students and educators to develop high-quality learning materials.
This All India E-Content competition is one of the events organized as a part of the NEP 2020 implementation, where the NEP 2020 has emphasized on development of quality digital contents for effective teaching, learning and assessment.
The Shillong Law College IQAC Subcommittee organized a collaborative program on International Women's Day celebration on the theme for all women and girls' rights, equality, empowerment. The programs which were held include extempore speech, essay writing and skit on women empowerment in the workplace, wherein the students presented a skit on equal pay for equal work and equal dignity for all. The Federation of Khasi, Jaintia and Garo People FKJGP Maued Circle has demanded the immediate operationalization of the electricity substation in Nongsba village, which remains inactive despite being fully equipped. FKJGP President Anthony Omyong expressed concerns about the delays, highlighting that local residents and the department are facing losses. He urged the authorities to take swift action to activate the substation to prevent further damage to the area and the community.
Bakla hagabri kontrak hagba nakaliang jong kibor balor kidang pandai batsen nakaliang jong lakular ni kaseng ba unsa kinsalek lokloy na benta pan poino ya ki mainline hapo jong.
The Hinyotrep Youth Council HYC Miriao Circle warned contractors against employing migrant workers for a road construction project in East and West Khasi Hills. During an inspection of the project, Secretary A. Marbinyang found that only migrant workers, including women from outside the state, were employed. Marbinyang stated that the HYC has consistently urged contractors to hire local labor. The organization also called on local leaders to prevent the unchecked entry of migrant workers in the region.
Nakapor sa kapor nakaliang jong ka HWC nila jumaham yakini ki kontraktor haba ki wan haba ki pentre ki nu ki kam ki project ki bapher hapo ka district Eastern West ki de ban kiar ban wan ra da ki no trei barjala nama babun na ki kam lala ban trei hi da ki beriu trai jala.
Mairang's residents can now shop for groceries, bakery items and food online, thanks to the new Scare Cart app developed by local entrepreneur Begius L. Maulong. The app was launched yesterday and aims to provide convenience, especially for those living far from town. Maulong explained that the app will also be beneficial for people who are sick or unable to visit restaurants. The app's launch was attended by friends and family, and the village headman of Pindeng Omyong officiated the event.
Nastan ka kam ngai ba ki pun ba ki bro linteng ki kwa ni lek pa chiki restaurant ko tapa kala jangai pala kali keton bakin nek diki kali passenger kala langsung kala kata iki dan nak kadang seperti bersub iki.
For the first time, Meghalaya participated in the second Northeast Zone Kho-Kho Championship 2025 in Tinsukia, Assam. The Meghalaya girls team reached the semi-finals, while the boys team was eliminated in the quarter-finals. I. Banri Kupars Emle, president of the Meghalaya Kho-Kho Association, expressed pride in the athletes' performance. He stressed the importance of the experience gained, which will contribute to improved performances in future tournaments, including the 2027 National Games in Meghalaya.
Ngeskam bahakoi pakpor nak kalian jong stik jongi menyo ban tidak kai hajrong jong mat kumju kan long kumpoi ni kilat kre kebentar National Games ke ban long stik jongi hosnam arajan menyo.
The Wing and Wheels Glorious IAF Magnificent Northeast motorcycle expedition of the Indian Air Force covering 2,800 kilometers culminated with a grand welcome at the Eastern Air Command headquarters, Shillong. The team of 38 riders was led by EAC Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief Air Marshal Surat Singh, which included personnel from the Indian Air Force and members of the civilian motorcycle expedition community. All on tomorrow's game as Northeast United FC is set to clash with Jamshedpur FC at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Shillong in the second one-legged knockout game of the Indian Super League ISL 2024-2025 playoffs on March 30th at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Addressing a press conference on Saturday, NEUFC coach Juan Pedro Benali said that the focus is on the game while the players enter the game with confidence in an attempt to stop their rivals. He added that the aim is to play in the national team as well. Meanwhile, Jamshedpur FC coach Khalid Jamil said tomorrow's game will be totally different, which will decide the team's fate. And now for the weather report. First, let us take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 20 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 38 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 23%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 16 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 27.4 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 83%. Meanwhile, in Jowai, minimum temperature 15 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 43%. And the forecast in Tura, Jowai and Shillong says that dry weather is likely at most places. And before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council passes vote on account for the first quarter of 2025 amounting to Rs 34.44 crore. Giant Hills Autonomous District Council passes a deficit budget of Rs 11.32 crore for 2025-2026. And VPP suspends North Shillong MLA Adalbert Nongrum and 4 other leaders for anti-party activity. And with that, we have come to the end of the news. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Thank you for watching and good night.